Assalamu alaikum. Hope you are doing well. We are going to start our new topic today. It is about extremism, moderation and balance in Islam. What Islam says about extremism. It is a very common word you listen nowadays many times. But what is the concept behind extremism? Extremism means literally the quality or state of being extreme. The opposite of extremism is moderation. Moderation means the quality of being moderate and avoiding extremes, or to be within limits that are not excessive. Moderation is always considered an excellent, praiseworthy quality. It is very clear that Islam is in favor of moderation, not extremism. It does not only accept it, but it encourages its followers to adopt the moderate path. While doing so, it discourages and at times prohibits one from going to the extreme in words, thoughts, or actions. What Sira says about it. Once Abu Huraira Raziallah Ta'ala anhu reported, Prophet peace be upon him said, "The religion of Islam is easy, and whoever makes the religion a rigor, it will overpower him. So follow a middle course in worship. If you can not do this, do something near to it, and give glad tidings and seek help of Allah at morn and at dusk, and some part of night." Although Prophet peace be upon him's mission was very hard, but he always demonstrated balanced gesture. He worshipped, he was married, he had his family, he was a teacher, but he fulfilled all of his duties in a good and equal manner. No doubt he is a role model for us. Once a companion of Prophet peace be upon him, Saad bin Abi Waqqas Raziyallahu Ta'ala anhu, when he was about to die, he wanted to give all his money in charity for the sake of Allah. However, the Prophet peace be upon him stopped him from doing so and requested him to give some of it in charity while leaving some in inheritance for his family members. On this occasion, the Prophet peace be upon him said to him, "It is better that you leave your family members in sufficiency than you leave them in want, begging from others." There are some factors that lead someone to extremism. Here we are discussing about those factors. Number one, sometimes people they feel alone or lacking meaning and purpose in life. Sometimes they are so emotional, upset after a stressful event. Sometimes disagreeing with government policy, and sometimes they don't feel valued or appreciated by society. They believe that they have limited chances to succeed, and sometimes they feeling hatred towards certain types of people that encourage them to lead to extremism. We can save ourselves from extremism. How? We can save ourselves from religious extremism by reading Quran with its tafsir and by reading the lives of our prophets and Sahaba. They are definitely our best role models. We need to develop tolerance and positive attitude towards others in order to save ourselves from any kind of extremism. We can save ourselves from extremism by getting and giving beneficial knowledge to others. I hope you learned something today from these slides. Now listen carefully these slides and then please do the worksheet which is along with the PowerPoint and the work we are providing you. Thank you so much.